Okay, hello everyone. Sorry for the previous inconvenience. We will be continuing here with chapter 7, section 4, where we left off. So let's start. Whenever you're making the line of symmetry, you need to make sure that both the sides are equal. You can see clearly in this one, the first one, both the sides are equal because you can see, I will even draw it out for you. It's equal here and equal here, right? So we'll choose the first one and let's check the second one. Let's draw it out so we can understand that. And then here as well. Now, when you're checking the other two, you can see that here, let's use two colors. You can also use two colors for both sides. So you can go here. And for the next one, choose another color, which is maybe green or let's take black. You can clearly see that one side is bigger than the other one. And that does not, like line of symmetry cuts it equal. You cannot have one side bigger than the other. So this is incorrect. So we are going to put a big red cross on this one. And also you can do the same thing, you can trace on this. You can trace the orange, like you can see here, the bigger one. And then when you trace the other side, it's very small. It's only this. You can see that it's just this. So it means this is also incorrect. Let's go to the next one. Again, let's check. For the first one, you can clearly see that these two sides are equal. So remember, you're covering this, then another corner, then the last corner, and then you're completing it. Look, you can see even from the colors that they're equal. Now let's go to the next one. When we do it here, let's check. This side is smaller than this side, isn't it? So now this means it's not the line of symmetry is not made properly here. It's incorrect. Let's check this side now. Let's go one side like this, and the other side. Of course, I bet you can make it better than me. So please do take your time. So like you can see here that it's completely the equal. It's covering one corner here, then another corner here, and then completing it. The next thing, it's the same thing. So we will be choosing this one and the first one as our answers. How many lines of symmetry does regular pentagon have? Whenever you have regular pentagon, remember it has 5 sides. When it has 5 sides, you can make lines through each of the 5 sides to cut it equally. Okay, I can even show it to you here. You can also make a pentagon at your house and try from there. Sorry, number 4 is the pentagon. The 5 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can cut it from this side and it will be equal. You can see this, it's covering here, here, and here, and the same thing here, here, and here. The same thing you do from each side, and you'll find out that they make line of symmetry from each corner, from each side. Another thing, so we're going to say 5 here. The last one is the line of symmetry again. You can clearly see, like I explained the previous one, it's this one and that one. We'll submit the quiz, we'll go ahead to chapter 8, section 1. For chapter 8, section 1, I'm going to explain 2 things here to you before we start. The first thing I'll explain is whenever we go from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we will be multiplying, right? We'll be multiplying. So let's check. Let me draw here. Ton, kgs, and grams, and mgs. Mgs is milligram. So when you go from ton to kilogram and kilogram to grams, and then eventually from grams to milligrams, what will be you doing? Multiplying. Multiply here, and multiply here, right? So just think of it, when you're going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, you'll be multiplying. Let's erase all of that. Now multiplying by what? When you go from tons to kilograms, it will be 1000. Just write 1000 here. Again, kilograms to grams, 1000, multiplying, right? Because we're going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. Bigger unit to a smaller unit. Then we're going the opposite direction, will be dividing. Again, dividing by 1000, grams to kilograms, dividing by 1000, and then kilograms to ton, dividing by 1000. Dividing by 1000. When you go from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, you'll be dividing. Just keep that in mind. Okay, now let's just focus on what they have given us, tons and kilograms, and let's go ahead with that. So for the first one, what are we doing? We're going to go from we're going from tons to kilogram. Now what is, let's make it simple here, 1 ton is equals to 1000 kilograms. You can even see it from the orange marking that I did, that 1 ton is equals to 1000 kilograms. But what will we do here? We're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. Automatically, it should go in your head, multiplication. Good job. So we're multiplying by 1000. So 2300. So let's write it here. So 230.1. Please do solve these questions with me. If you don't understand anything, there's always the comment section. You have my email. You can always send me an email there. And you can always subscribe. Always do subscribe so you know everything that's coming up. So a 230.1 t is equals to, we multiply it, let's multiply by 1000. Where will the decimal point move? And how many times will the decimal point move? The decimal point moves 3 times. Why? Because we have 3 zeros. And multiplication, so it will make the number bigger, so we'll move to the right. 1, 2, 3. So the answer will be 230.100. Okay, keep that in mind. And the decimal point to the right, if there's only zeros, so like after this, you'll be putting only zeros, right? So you don't have to put the decimal point or the zeros. It doesn't hold any significance anymore. So this will be your answer. You just have to write this part of the answer. Now let's continue. Let's continue with the next one. Is what is it? From kilograms to grams. Again, what are you doing here? You're going from a larger unit, kilograms, to grams. What will you do? If you said multiplication, you're right. So multiplication by what? By 1000. So 0.056 times 1000. Right? 0.056 times 1000. Now where will the decimal point move? To the right. How many times will it move? How many zeros do you have? 1, 2, 3. So it will move 0.056. It will move 1, 2, 3. There you go, 56. The next one, let's try that. The next one is 230,000. So 230,000, right? Grams. Now you're going from grams to ton. From a smaller unit to a larger unit. What sign did I put up here? Division. But remember, here you're going to divide twice because you're traveling from grams to kilograms first. So you'll be going from grams to kilograms first, and then from kilograms to ton. So what is this? You'll be going, let me also write it in a straight way, like a straight line, so it will become easier to understand. 1 ton. So remember, you're going from, 1 ton is equals to what? 1000 kilograms, and then equals to 1000 grams. So you're traveling twice. Previously, you were just going from tons to kilogram or kilograms to gram, but now you're traveling from grams to kilograms, then kilograms to ton. So now what does that mean? We're going here, up. We're going up. So now we're going to the bigger unit. What will that be? We're going to be dividing not by 1000, but 1000 plus 1000. That's going to be 1000. You're just going to add up the zeros. So don't just like 1000 plus 1000. Don't do that mistake. 1000, just add up the zeros. So 1000, then add 3 zeros. So these zeros and these zeros, add them up, divide them by the 23000. So let's do that together. 2, 3, so there will be no confusion. 2, 3, 0, 0, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0. Now why are we dividing? Again, I'll remind you that we're going from a smaller unit to a larger unit. Divided by 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now let's move the decimal point. All the whole numbers, they have their decimal point outside. They're always outside. I'll make it with a red. How many times does the decimal point move? The number of zeros you have. Here we have 6 zeros. So you're supposed to move 6 times the decimal point to the left. Remember, division, the decimal point moves to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the answer? 0.23. 0.23. There you go. The next one. 6,500 mg, milligrams, goes into grams. Now, milligrams again to the grams, we're going to be dividing. If you said division, good job. So now let's erase all of this quickly. Sorry for taking your time. So now 656500 mg into grams, right? So what are we going to be? We're going to divide by 1,000. The decimal point again is outside. You'll be moving it inside 3 times because there are 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. 6.5. There you go. 6.5. Next one. And here again, you can keep this drawing with you, and we can always measure it, right? So here, what will it be? 1,500 grams. So you're here right now. And what do they want? How many kilograms? So you're supposed to go to a bigger unit. If you go towards a bigger unit, it means you're dividing. Dividing by 1,000. Okay? What is dividing by 1,000? Now let's write it up here. 1,500 divided by 1,000. Sorry, I forgot to put another 0 here. Divide by 1,000. What do you get? The decimal point is outside. We'll be moving inside. 1, 2, 3. What is this? There you go. Sorry, I added an extra 0 here. My bad. So it's going to be moving. Decimal point is here. Moving inside 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1.5. There you go. That's your answer. 1.5 kilograms. Again, let's go to the next question. Here, now, keep in mind, first of all, what are they asking for here? What is the total distance Chris swam from Saturday and Sunday? So the total distance, it means they want us to add these decimal points. Keep in mind when you're putting the decimal point numbers, put them exactly on top of each other where the decimal is. So 4 will be here, the decimal point is here, and then 3 and 5. Okay? You align the decimal numbers according to the decimal point. Then what do they want? Total, so we just add them. 5 here, 8, point. The decimal point falls here, right? Because directly it falls right in this position. 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7.85 is your answer. Here, how much further did he swim on Thursday than on Wednesday? How much further? So it means he's saying, like, look, if Chris is swimming, on Wednesday he swam 2.75, right? And he swam on Thursday 5.25, so it's much longer, 5.25, right? How much further? So what do they want? They don't want this part. They want how much he swam more. How much he swam more than on Wednesday, right? So this is what they're asking for. How do we get this? By subtracting this part. We cut down this part, the 2.75, to just find out the longer length that he swam. So 5.25 minus 2.75. Again, align the decimal points. And then you can subtract. 5 minus 5 is 0. We cannot do 2 minus 7. So what will we do? Take it from the 4, 12 here. You get 2.50. There you go. Here, keep in mind, they want the extended length, how much further he went. So we subtract. That's why we're subtracting. We subtract the 2.75. This one is, again, keep in mind here, your 2 things you're supposed to keep in mind. The kilometers, they want it in meters, and that's it, right? So the kilometers, they want it in meters. The answer, you may seem that it's easy because look, it's Sunday here, and then it's Sunday here. So you can just write, oh, quickly you write 4.35, but that will become incorrect because what do you want? You have to also convert the kilometers to meters. Again, it's going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. What will we do? Multiplication. So you multiply 4.35 times 1,000. When you multiply by 1,000, where does the decimal point move? To the right. 1, 2, 3. 4350 is your answer. 4350. Okay, there you go. Thank you for your time. Take care of yourself and good luck for your exam. Again, please do subscribe and comment in the section down below if you have any questions. And you have my email as well. And I will answer all the questions as soon as I see them. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.